Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Haybeck and today we are building a parking lot. This is the first video of my Bell Valley Zoo series. I say series, I'm just going to go as long as I can and hopefully I pick up some traction. I'm not trying to gain 1,000 subscribers in a couple days, but maybe just a little bit of support. I'm hoping this goes somewhere and I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm really glad that I can have the accessibility to be able to make a YouTube channel. And I might not be the most successful. I feel like I'm kind of trying to be in an already, I don't know, I guess washed out market. I feel like there's a lot of Planet Zoo YouTubers. A lot of competition, not only in, I guess, the video department, but the creativity department. I feel like there's just so many good Planet Zoo builders out there. That not only do I watch, but I look up to, and is actually the reason why I wanted to make this. Not saying I'll be as big as them, but the Lady Designer and Caesar Creates, Rudy Ran Camel, even some Best in Slot. I know Best in Slot kind of hasn't played Planet Zoo in a while, but I watched him all the time. I kind of grew up on that guy. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping I can go somewhere with this channel. It's kind of always been a passion of mine to be able to create a YouTube channel and play a game that I'm really passionate about. Not only do I love Planet Zoo, but I love landscaping, and landscaping just in general. I mean, I'm saying a lot. Something I really need to work on. Anyways, I am a landscape architect major at a university. I won't say the university, but it's definitely one of the higher end landscape architecture programs in the country of USA. That's where I'm currently residing, on the western side. But yeah, just everything in this game really resonates with me. I don't know if I want to use the weird terms like that, but it's a good medium to be able to, I guess, use the things that I learn and the skills that I gain and put them to use in this game. And the one thing that makes me love landscape architecture so much is because I see, or at least I design a product on a piece of land, and I can slowly not only draw it up, but design it. Maybe I'll show a couple of my designs on the screen, just kind of an idea of what I've done before, and I've done all sorts of 3D rendering programs. And funnily enough, I'm actually, this is an episode about literally just designing a parking lot. I wish I could put the entrance that I built in here as well, but I feel like that would just take a lot of time, and I don't really want this video to be like a 50-minute first video. It's already a little long for a first video, sitting at about nearly 31 minutes. I'm actually saying that I'm not quite finished with it yet. I'll cut that part. I'm saying again. I'll get better with it. I've taken a couple classes with public speaking, and I'm still not good at it. And the feedback of saying all the time when I'm talking was given plenty of times, and I still can't seem to be able to learn from that. So maybe having a YouTube channel where I can speak and narrate, maybe that'll help. I don't know. I guess I can only hope. Anyways, yeah. So right here, I'm. The idea was to kind of have a main through road. This isn't supposed to be a main focus of the zoo by any means. So I didn't necessarily want to make this the most realistic road in the world. Like that main long strip obviously isn't a road. I mean, it's very thin. There's again. Oh, I'm catching it. I'm catching it. Anyways, I suck at this. Okay. Yeah. No way I'm still saying Anyways, so that path is very thin. I didn't do any of the white lines in it to make it seem like a road. The idea is just kind of like this entrance, and what I'm building right now is just kind of like this middle kind of, I guess, pond gully thing. It ends up looking pretty good. I don't know if I want to add trees or not. I don't end up adding trees. Most of it's just like bushes and some flowering flowers. So it looks good by the end of it. I add some fountains, and I'm a fan of it. But yeah, you can see I'm trying to figure out what to do with it now. Sinking some trees in the ground. It's just a little too big for the project, so I ended up going with these rambleberry bushes, and it ends up working out okay, I guess. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, I feel a little disappointed that this is just an episode about designing a parking lot. But you know, I don't want it to be too long, and I actually have in my program, at my university here, I have designed actually quite a few parking lots. I'll probably put those up on the screen as well if I'm proud of them enough to show them to people. They're not like my most favorite things in the world, but they're pretty decent. So I kind of took those skills that I learned on not only how to just design parking lots, but actual like parking lot rules on when you design them. So like space in between parking stalls, like I believe the average parking spot is 20 feet long and 5 feet wide. And then for an ADA parking, so accessibility parking stall, it is still 20 feet long, but it's 11 feet wide, because that's including the striped stall to either the left or the right of it. And I actually add that here at the end of it here, so I felt pretty confident on that. So it ends up looking out pretty good. A little bit of a basic shape, got like a weird, I don't know, dual triangle thing going on here. I didn't necessarily want to make the most intricate parking lot in the world. I just wanted this parking lot to be there to kind of signify that there is a parking lot. I definitely sound like I'm like slacking, I guess, in this building department. I'm not. I definitely care more about the inside of the zoo and the animal habitats. And like right here, I wasn't proud of this either, but it was kind of just to make a barrier from that weird open plot of land that I can't touch. So I kind of wanted to just make a random tree barrier to kind of act as just like something in the foreground when you're actually in the zoo. I think it came out alright. It's just supposed to be kind of a wall. I have a lot to do in this middle area. I'm probably going to do just a lot of just random bush landscaping, and then I'll clean it up when I'm actually in the zoo. But big inspiration for a lot of my landscaping is definitely Caesar Creates. He has a very realistic style, and that's definitely my thing. Being a landscape architect major, I kind of learn how to not only plant things in a realistic manner, but how to play with what's already existing in the natural world. And so it's kind of fun to be able to not only plant the natural world, but make things seem like they're definitely part of a landscape design. So that's kind of my plan, is to landscape where landscape is needed, and then definitely in those animal habitats, I don't want it to look all pampered. If it looks pampered, it's not a true zoo. I mean, if you've been to any zoo and you look into an animal habitat, they don't look like all nice and clean like a lot of these exhibits you see with some YouTube channels. Right there was a little bit of a cut. I'm sure you saw that. This is actually in between. Oh yeah, my game was way too bright. Anyways, yeah, so a little bit of a transition there. This is actually the second day of me doing this. Life calls. I have a job. I work. No way, I'm forgetting my hours. I work 6 a.m. to 2:30 at a local hardware store. So I don't. It's definitely not a long-time job. It's just paying the bills for school right now because school prices are astronomical. But this is definitely something I want to do in my free time, just because not only do I love this game, but it also applies to what I'm doing in school, and then I can take what I'm doing in school, apply it to a game I love, and then share it with people who, maybe hopefully enjoy it, I guess. Yeah, so I hope. I'm not saying like this is gonna be successful. I'm not even saying that this video is even gonna get any views. I mean, sure, yeah, it'd be nice, but I kind of just plan on playing the game, making the video, and uploading it, just seeing what happens. Yeah, right here I forgot I had weather turned on. I thought I'd leave it because I thought it looked cool, and then I very quickly got annoyed of it. I'll turn it off here soon. Maybe? Did I turn it off? I know I turned it off. It doesn't rain the whole time. Maybe I was just finishing this up before I did anything. No? No, maybe not. Maybe I left this going a lot longer than I remember. Because it doesn't... Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's pretty at first. I love the rain. I don't live there anymore, but I grew up in Washington State, in the Pacific Northwest up here in North America, and I love the rain. I'm a big rain fan. I live in the desert now, and it sucks. Oh, I hate the desert. I really wish... I'm excited to graduate, because I don't want to be here any longer. Maybe one day. We can only dream. Here I was trying to fix my shape. I did something to it, trying to flatten out the terrain underneath it so the lines added up. I ended up having to go a little wider. It actually ended up working just fine. I just had to adjust those lines. I don't know how it got so messed up. I think it was something earlier, but let me know if this speed build is too fast, if it's even too slow. Because I'll happily go faster to kind of reduce time to add more build, or I guess buildings into this. But if it's too fast, or if it's just perfect right now, I won't do so, and I'll just manage what I do in the builds. So I'm excited to start the entrance. I have some ideas. Maybe I'll put those up on the screen as well. I have a couple entrance ideas that I want to do. It's just about whether I want to do it like to the scale or not, because I know one of them is really big and almost too modern. I'm not sure I want to go like Dubai levels of like techno modern. I definitely want to do something a little more, I don't know, I guess homey feeling. I kind of want this to feel like not a city zoo, but like your hometown zoo. Like, oh man, I don't know where I'm going with this here. I'm trying to compare it to something. I don't know. Hometown zoo doesn't make sense because everyone's zoo is a hometown zoo. Maybe just like your local zoo that was family owned, and they slowly got some more money, and they kind of just kept growing and growing, and then they actually grew in some popularity, and then maybe they became a little better and grew in size, got some more animals, and became a little better. Right here I'm doing some, because you can't park in areas like that. It's just, you just don't. So I'm making little planter areas. It looks really weird right now. I also thought so, but I do end up fixing how it looks later. And I actually think it came out really well. I got to do some stuff around it to really tie it all together, because by the end of the video you'll see there's really weird, it's just kind of a block of parking, and then that's it. Just a little bit of landscaping, and it's weird. So I'm not a fan of it, but I'll change it. I will. Someday. Don't know why I'm saying someday. I mean, I will eventually. Anyways. So, yeah, I don't know if you can tell. I don't sound very confident. I'm not big into... I don't know. I guess public speaking could be a good term, just because I'm talking to currently non-existing people, but hopefully eventually existing people. So I don't necessarily want to say public speaking, but definitely speaking out loud is something that I'm not great at. And it's not that talking isn't a strong suit of mine. It's just like talking about something for a decent amount of time and sounding confident is difficult for me. And watching a lot of YouTubers, like honestly, I'm bringing up Caesar Creates again, but I've been binging his Elm Hill City Zoo playlist recently. 109. I think he's on 109 episodes right now. That's insane. I don't know how his PC runs that. I've seen his specs. I know why. I know how it does, but still, my goodness. But you know, I mean, even he sounds, compared to now, he sounds, you know, unconfident, and you can tell he's not sure what he's doing. Not to diss on him, but I think that goes for just any starting YouTuber. It's just it's hard to gain that confidence. I took what was it? It was a not public speaking. I think it was like public business relations class or something. No. Was it professional? It was like professional speaking or something. But it had to do with just how to be in a professional manner, like speaking right, I guess. So like emails and interviews and stuff like that. And whenever I had to submit a video of me, like, I guess role playing would be a term I would use. The feedback I'd always get would be I didn't sound very confident, and I use the term a lot. Like I said earlier, I use it too much. I'm really trying. So maybe this will maybe if this channel goes somewhere and I end up making more videos, maybe I'll become more confident. So we can only hope. As of now, I'm making more planner boxes. Those middle ones I ended up editing a little more, and I like them a lot better than just these boxes. I think they turn out really well. There's again. Oh man. No, I think it's fine. It's. I hope you guys understand. I'm not the most confident person, so it'll get there, and we will be good. It's not that saying is a bad thing. I'm really bringing this up a lot. I'm sorry if this is getting annoyed. I won't talk about this that much. It's more just like trying to find something to really talk about in a first episode like this. I'm definitely really excited to get to building that entrance. Based on when this video is going out, I'm hoping I can get the video entrance, because problem is this video is taking me a long time. To you guys, you're just seeing it on your feed, if you're seeing it on your feed and you're clicking on it and you're automatically just watching it. But for me, this is obviously being my first YouTube video. I've had a lot of setup to do. So if you click on my channel, like the banner and the logo I have, that's all completely new and hand done. And then the intro to this and the outro to this, I guess outro, it's more of just like the thanks for watching kind of thing, and showing my previous videos, even though there's not going to be any previous videos, so it's going to be blank on this episode, but that's fine. But yeah, it's been a lot of planning and trying to figure out any sort of transitions and adding videos, and so as for now, it's almost like getting a template out for videos. That's taking me a while, so I think as of me recording this voiceover right now, I'm hitting about, is it in 3 days? Because you have to build. You have to build in game, and that takes hours. And on top of working a full-time job and going to school. I'm not going to school right now. As of now, it is, what day is it? It's July 25th. So, not going to school quite yet, but once I'm going to school, I don't know how many videos of these I'll be able to put out. I hope I can put out a decent amount. You know, I'm not trying to do 4 or 5 videos a week, but I think 2 a week is a good goal. Because it's one thing if I've learned anything about hearing other YouTubers' stories, just in general, is like it takes a while to pick up, but if you're consistent and those videos are consistently coming out, someone's bound to notice, and then that it only takes 1-2 people to, you know, share your videos, and then they share with their friends, and then it goes somewhere. So I know I'm definitely getting my friends to subscribe and like and do the whole thing, just to kind of push the video and get it on people's feeds. Like, they could care less about Planet Zoo, but I'm like, you know, if you can help the algorithm a little bit there, then I would love to be pushed a little more. Here I'm adding those striped zones. It's not quite ADA compliant because of the curb right there. Actually, I'm realizing that as I'm watching this. I should probably change that, but by the end of this video, you'll see it's probably too late. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyways, yeah. I've still got, how much longer have I got in this voiceover? Oh, about 10 minutes. I'm actually going longer than I thought it would be. I really am proud of the landscaping that comes here. Obviously, a lot of improvement comes with just playtime. The issue with this game is I play a lot of other games in my free time, that are kind of a little more brain dead games. I won't say what those are, just in case of any judgment, because I like what I like and I don't want to hear it. But I play those games in my free time because they're brain dead, and when I don't have time, it's just something I can quickly jump on. Planet Zoo is a hard game to find time for. I feel like anyone can kind of preach for that, especially Planet Zoo YouTubers who try to find time to build. And I mean, I've seen some of Rudy Rencamel's builds where, I mean, they're taking, he'll say in his videos, he's like, oh yeah, this took me 12 hours. And it's just hard to find time for that. So as much Planet Zoo YouTube that I watch, and as much 3D modeling as I actually use in school, which this game is very similar to, just with all of its X, Y, and Z axis movements and the modeling, and everything's actually very, I mean, obviously the animals, I'm not dealing with animals, but I'm very familiar with the game, but actual skill when it comes to knowing, I think that's probably my biggest struggle, is knowing what's in the game. Now, initially that sounds confusing. If you see, that was a quick transition. I was only working on one mulch thing, and I zoomed out to a whole different mulch thing, because I figured, I'm pretty sure laying down the mulch for everything in there, I probably cut out like 9 minutes of footage. No one cares to watch that. That's ridiculous. And it's just more for me to voice over. I don't care. Oh gosh, what was I talking about? Yeah, this game. So finding time for it is what makes it difficult, and knowing everything that's in the game. If, like, once you know of all the content in the game, what building pieces there are, what nature pieces there are, then it becomes smooth sailing. Like, knowing what you want to use, knowing your style, knowing what's available to you. Because honestly, a lot of my time that I'm taking, because of my lack of actual building experience, is just going through the menus and finding what I need. Obviously the search bar exists, but the search bar only goes so far. I'm still working on gaining that in-game confidence to be able to just build and know where I'm going. I kind of had an idea for this, and then with the landscaping, I wonder how much of it I cut out, but I know when it came to landscaping, I definitely cut out a lot of it, or I guess cut out the parts where I'm actually searching, because I searched for plants for a while, just honestly not sure what to do, where to put things, but I mean, it ended up working out. Yeah, I ended up, you'll see in a minute when I start landscaping, but I ended up adding some purple flowers amongst everything, and just add a little pop of color. And the more I've watched back this footage for editing, the more I absolutely hate it. So I'm probably gonna go in, whatever the next video is, whenever I post that, you'll probably see there are no more purple flowers, because I don't actually like the color. I think sticking to just a green, different shades of green kind of theme is more of my forte. Obviously color in a landscape is really important, because it's able to add a sense of purpose, but you don't want to draw the person's eye away from what you're focusing on. And my main focus is going to be that entrance that you can see all the way through the parking lot, because I create a viewpoint when blocking with trees. So not being able to draw the person's eye away, because I know as soon as I look through an area and all I'm seeing to my left and right are purple flowers, for like, I don't know, to me, I would automatically go to the purple flowers, but as a designer, you don't want to attract attention to those purple flowers. So it's really important to keep that attention to that focal point that you're wanting to make. So yeah, I guess long story short, I'm taking out the flowers. That was the long explanation. There you just see that I added the barrier around the whole parking lot. I liked it a lot better than, I guess, I don't know, just having this open space. It makes more sense to have this barrier, and maybe I'll even add some sort of gate for security. Obviously not a functional gate, because the game doesn't have that, but just something to make the realism be a little more there. In terms of the kind of builder I am, I'm not much of a, I don't know if I would say hyper realistic builder. Like, there are some things that I won't necessarily do because the average viewer is not going to see that when they're walking on the ground. So there's some things that, like, well, I'll take that back because I want to be able to see them. So like obviously AC units on top of certain buildings, I kind of like. I think it's kind of cool. So yeah, I wouldn't say I'm Caesar Creates level of detailed. I want to be in the landscaping. I'm not sure how good I am at the building. I'm really good. Okay, I'm not really good. I don't want to sound too confident. I'm pretty good at the landscaping. The actual building of the buildings, my confidence is so very low, and I don't actually know how to really fix that. So I guess it's just another skill I have to grow, is how to landscape and how to do it right. So I'm hoping I do better at that. I'm excited to start this entrance and hope that it goes well. My idea is to kind of have like a dual, maybe even a tri-building entrance. And like on one side is a gift shop, and the other side is it's like a dining hall. I think that could work out really well. There's a zoo, I think it's in Colorado, that I think I'm gonna base my entrance on. I don't know why I spaced there. But yeah, I think I'm gonna base the entrance off of a zoo in Colorado because I really like the woodsy feel to it. I stuck to some European-esque landscaping here. I wanted to add rocks, but I kind of screwed up, so it's a lot of bushes then, I guess. It's fine. I ended up adding some birch trees later, and then those stupid purple flowers. I don't like them. But yeah, I hope there's definitely a lot I'm probably gonna cut out because I'm not sure how important it really is. So I don't know, take a chance on me. I'm all new to this. I really want this to go somewhere because this is something I'm really passionate about and I really love, and I know I'm going to be posting a lot of this, and I really want to take, if I'm hoping this channel can really grow to, I don't necessarily want this to be a career of mine. I want to be a landscape architect. That's obviously why I'm going to school, but I want this game to be something I can reflect those skills onto while having a good time. So if y'all could take a chance on me and I can not only grow the skills in game, but use the skills I learn outside of the game and apply them here, I think that could be a really cool scene of growth, kind of watching this first video or the second video and how I landscape and how I build, and looking at a possible 30th, 40th video in the future and just seeing how much better I get, not only because I'm playing the game a lot more because I have a reason to, but just from what I'm learning in some video games, it's in class. So I think that could be really cool. But yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it there. I've only got a couple more minutes, and I really appreciate you guys. If you made it this far, I really appreciate watching the whole thing. So yeah, I will see you guys next time. Bye.